Today, we make a buffalo chicken pizza with a twist. Literally with a twist. See what I just did there? I said literally with a twist because we're braiding it. Get it? Okay, might have been stupid, but we are. We don't like to do the same thing all the time. And once you learn this trick, ladies and gentlemen, you can put anything in this. Braid the hell out of anything because it's fantastic. And we're gonna add bacon to it. Check this out, bacon, see that? Bacon. Isn't that Homer Simpson, doesn't he do that? Bacon. He does that. Bacon doesn't normally go in it, but it's chicken and it's cheese and it's bacon. That's bad? How could that be bad? It's like the best thing ever. Okay, so couple things before we get to the main event. We're starting with our chicken, and look what I've bought for you today. I've bought a deli-roasted chicken, comes from the supermarket. Literally one of the most useful things ever. The key is shredding it while it's warm, and let me show you how to do that. So here's the deal. There's your little chicken. Cute, isn't it? We want the meat, we don't want the skin. Okay, well, let me take that back for a second, because the skin that comes off just by peeling like that is actually super delicious. And I've always wondered, what would this be like in a sushi roll? Be insane. But we're not here for this. Let's get the white meat first. Okay, so get yourself a bowl, and now you're just gonna take the white meat off, right? Start with the breast, and the breast comes off in one beautiful piece like this. But we want to shred it, and shredding is basically this. Make it in pieces about this size. So just pull it apart. I mean, it's easy. I've said this before, the easiest time to do it is while it's still warm. If you wait, let's say you're gonna make this pizza on a Sunday and you buy the chicken on a Saturday. If you wait until Sunday to shred the chicken, that's very difficult, and then you're cutting it and it's not quite as cool or sexy or pull. So do it when you bring it home, put it in the fridge, and then you're ready. Look, just like this, just like this, just like this, just like this. So here we go. Pull the breast off. Look, there's still a ton of meat on there, then you can use that for later. But then we just shred, we shred, we shred. Pull it apart, pull it apart. Everybody's happy. And when you've got the amount of chicken that you want, we put that aside for a second, we deal with our bacon, then we come back to this, but let me show you something I like to do with the bacon. Come along, son, come along. So look, bacon with all this grease. And it's a shame to throw out the grease. So here's what I do. I take a container, will live in the fridge comfortably. I put in a paper towel, and I filter the grease because I don't want all the little tiny bits and pieces. So I pour it out as much as I can without losing bacon. Very nice. Look, if you get 75% of it, you're in great shape. Okay, let that sit there for a bit. Then I'll bring in a bowl with another paper towel on it. And now this will get this bacon that I don't want to be greasy, so now all the grease will come off this. Like that. Ow, that's very hot. So now that'll sit until we're ready to make our pizza. But here, you can see the last little bit's draining out. I let some of that stuff go in, but that'll sink to the bottom. That is beautiful bacon grease that we'll use for eggs or mushrooms or onions or anything. Now we can go to right here. And our sauce looks like this. Butter that will start to melt. The only other thing we're gonna add is Frank's Red Hot. So it's a very simple little 2-ingredient thing. Look, the butter gives richness, the Frank's gives the hot, the flavor, right? So use as much as you want. More is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, more is a good thing. Give this a little stir. And when this is nicely melted and mixed, let's add it to the chicken. Now, because this is going on a pizza, we don't want this too wet. So start with a little bit and see how you do. And mix. A little bit more. Oh, I'll end up using all. I'm saying to you, just because I happen to have put together the almost exact right amount, not because there's anything special about me, just because I got lucky, you don't want it to be too wet. Like if you can look down here and see a puddle, that's not the thing you want. Now we can set this aside, go with our blue cheese. Just let me say one thing for our Latin American, our European, our Asian, our viewers that aren't here in the United States of America, where maybe you can't get Frank's Red Hot. Perhaps Amazon will get it to you in your country, but try something else. Don't not make this because you can't get your hands on that. There's all kinds of hot sauces that you could improvise with. It's the combination really that kind of makes this great, and the way we're gonna make this pizza. So, okay. So now that we've got this, right? This hot sauce and the butter. But really do try and find Frank's because it's so good. Now we make blue cheese. Blue cheese is a traditional accompaniment to buffalo wings. So essentially, we want all the components just pizza form. So here's what we're gonna use. We're gonna use, if I can get the, hello? You'd think that there would be, there's usually an extra little tab, right? That will.
You're like Larry David trying to open those enclosed plastic
Oh,
things
right,
for
the
batteries.
clamshell thing. What the ridiculous. So we put some crumbled blue cheese in our little bowl. You want it kind of blue cheesy, so don't be shy. A little mayo. Yum. And next, sour cream, and then a little splash of Worcestershire and a pinch of salt and pepper. Now we mix max. And you want to mash this up, right? Yeah. I know you can't really see what's going on because it's all now clouded with this mayo and sour cream, but mash away. Bust up those big pieces. This is going to be freaking tremendous, man. Against the sides, against the sides, against the sides. Just like that. Bust, bust, bust. Break it up, break it up. Get it smooth. And when you've got that where you want it, looking amazing. One more thing, we need to cut a little red onion. Here's how this looks. We cut lengthwise. Take one side. Off comes that. Not too much of this because you want to keep that root to keep it together. Then we peel. Of course, why should it come off nicely for me? It's not going to. I'm going to be a dick, Sam. I'm going to make you work for my amazing insides. Come on. So f***ing close. Oh my God. Sometimes it's a dream. It's like undoing your zipper. Quick, zip one motion and it's done. But not today. Today it's gonna f with me. Okay, now that you've got this, here's what I like to do. Now I want little thin slivers, right? So I just go like this. Because these are the guys that I want for this. Look how beautiful these guys are. This is it, this is it, this is it. Don't need too much more. Do a little bit on this side. Perfect, right? I've got this. This guy's a little big. I've got these guys. Push these guys over here, clean up a bit. Then we can start to bake our pizza. Crust time. I'm using a store-bought crust. I think it's perfectly acceptable. Look, I've shredded chicken. No, I didn't make it. I put sauce in it and butter. I cooked bacon. I made my own blue cheese. And I sliced up onion. I can make my own pizza dough. Do I have to do everything? I think the answer to that is a solid no, I do not. But here's the kind that I like. Doesn't matter the make. What's important at this point is that it's rectangular, and you can't see that now, but you will when I roll this guy out. So here we go. This one comes on parchment already. So just separate like this. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely. And then roll the kid out. Now, let's say you were making your very own pizza, which technically you are. You could just put all the stuff on here, pick this up, put it on a baking sheet, put it right into the oven. And we're gonna do essentially that, but we have some cuts to make first. Okay, so imagine that this is in threes. Here's one, here's one, here's one, and here's one, right? So here's what we want to do. You're gonna make a little cut here. Don't really need to go through the paper. I just want to get this started. And now, starting here, I'm gonna make cuts this way. Okay, this is gonna piss me off. Let me just do this. I'm gonna make cuts like this. Like this. So this is gonna be the braiding pieces, right? This is gonna let us braid this thing beautifully all the way down. This is easy because this is my right side and I'm right-handed. I'm also gonna have to do this the other way. I'm not so good with the other way. So we'll turn like this. I don't know if I can do that. So we won't turn, so I'll just go like this. Like the first one's important, because that sets everything. I feel like I'm not doing it nearly as pretty as I did on the other side. But okay, so you just work your way all the way down, right? And when you're done, it's time to start putting your toppings in. And the chicken will look like this. All the way down the center. This crazy orange color, isn't it? I love it. I love this. And the taste is outstanding. I'll just fill in a few gaps. As we go. Nice. Okay, now we're going to take our blue cheese dressing, and this gets added to the top. Oh boy, oh boy. It's just a touch gray because it's got that Worcestershire in here that gives just like a little kick. So this gets spread. I've made this as a pizza before. I've never made it as a what do we call this? A
braided pizza?
What's the other? There's the braided pizza. I feel like there's another name.
Calzone?
No.
Flatbread?
Next. Sorry?
Flatbread.
No, flatbread. Next is the bacon. One more thing after this.
Cheese.
Attaboy. Nice guess, and it also doesn't hurt that this container's been sitting beside me for 5 minutes. Now the final, mozzarella. Or as they say, mozzarella. Shit, I hope I haven't made this too big. Oh, sorry, the onions. Yes, the onions. Damn it. You almost let me forget the onions, everybody.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thanks a lot, everybody. I would like to have had the cheese on top of the onions, but I'm a moron. Okay. And this is important. Not really for looks, because everything's going to be buried in this thing, but it's important for that little oniony bite that it's going to give. which is very important. Okay, now we try and do this. We try and take this first piece here and bring it up a bit, like that. Off. And now we try and wrap, and we go like this. So at this point, it's pretty obvious. You take a piece from the right, you cross it over to the left, you take a piece from the left, you cross it over to the right, right to left, left to right. You just keep going, taking your time, tucking underneath. Okay, so now we just have to get it gently onto our baking sheet. Oh boy. Like that. 400 degrees in the oven. Fingers crossed, it's beautiful. And after about 17 minutes, boom! Psh! Son of a bitch. It's like a mummy. Look at that. Want to see it from the side, Max?
Mm-hmm.
Look at cheese starting to squeeze out, little bits of bacon right here. You can see the red onion. Damn, son. And you see the greasy red spot from the franks and the butter. Oh. I do not want to F this up. So hold on, nobody move. Just see, hold on. Ow! Ow! Ha ha! Hello. So before I cut it, I want you to notice one thing. Just before I put it in the oven, remember that bacon grease? I brushed it lightly with bacon grease, and then I gave it a little salt and pepper, just for looks. And look at it. It's freaking gorgeous. So let's cut a piece, shall we? And see how it looks. Look at it. Look at the kid. Yum! Buffalo chicken and bacon, braided pizza with homemade blue cheese. So here we are. Damn. I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy. I need a little slice, right? So the thing is, you make it like this, and then you cut slices and you give to your friends, your family. Or you don't give it to your friends. You just take the whole damn thing and you start eating it in your underpants, in your basement, playing Fortnite with your significant other yelling at you from upstairs. You still playing that game? Yeah, I'm playing that game. And I'm eating Sam's braided frickin' buffalo chicken with bacon pizza with his homemade blue cheese sauce. And then they throw a pot at you and it's over. But you're happy because you're eating well. Let's have a bite. Oh, dang it. Dang. Son or daughter or whoever. It's hot. Mmm. Bacon. Mmm. Mmm. I don't know who invented like buffalo chicken, whatever. I'm sure I could look it up. But it's amazing with bacon, but just the combination, it's rich, it's tangy, it's the pizza dough like this, it's like light and flaky. Look, it's thin. You don't have to make this a big thick ass crazy thing. Look, you got enough in here without having 4 inches of pizza dough. Onion for sure. Okay. This is one of the best things we've made. I'm not kidding. One of the best things we've made. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being there. I keep getting asked about this shirt. This says Sam the Cooking Guy. It's below. You can buy it. You can wear it. Yes, it's not your name, and nobody will know. Trust me. Japanese people will know. Japanese people that can read Japanese will know.